Greetings fellow tacticians, I'm Fenrir, here to present the latest updates on Blood Brothers 2 events. Now my buddy Metal has already done a video highlighting the latest Blood Brothers 2 updates regarding guild banks and daily achievements, so do stop by his channel and watch his video for more information. I think he's done a great job and I hope to emulate his success in the future. The latest event to catch Arnasia by storm is none other than the Fae War. This time it's back to the usual weekly events and anti-PvP tacticians can finally breathe a sigh of relief as they prep their squads for battle. The featured race this time is Paragons, so whip out yours and take them for a spin on the battlefields. The featured pack commander is Titania, who removes wizard debuffs and heals the party. She is the only other cavalry type Paragon other than Zepar, so she will surely be an asset as most of the enemy commanders this time are of the range variation. However, be forewarned that pack pulls so far from other players have not been very fruitful. Do try your luck if you really need help with the event. The reward commander is Queen Mab on leaderboards, which looks awesome and is also obtainable with 50 million guild EP and 2 million solo EP. Another noteworthy reward is Lilith, who is an awesome whiz commander to have. A lot of players have said that the current event poses more challenge than some of the more recent ones, requiring more strategy and thinking instead of relying on brute force, especially when it comes to clearing the final instinct stage. The basic idea is to load your killing squad with a healer such as Watcher and Karbambai, which is a quick strike tactician that buffs defense, and also some other paragons for the race boost, or other low cooldown glass cannons such as Ariel or Valorian. Another commander that shines this event is the surprisingly unpopular Dwarf, as he is cavalry by attribute and can sustain himself on the battlefield by draining health and debuffing enemy defense. If you participated fully in the Mechapocalypse event, you should have his 5-star at level 60, which will prove very useful. Other commanders should be either cavalry or range types. Do take note that all wisdom commanders will receive a heavy debuff in the final stage from all wiz debuff enemies, so you might want to avoid bringing too many along if at all possible. Now I'm gonna show you my run for the final insane stage, so I hope you watch it and learn something that may give you a clue on how to clear it. It's not the best run, as the enemy movement varies a lot, especially in the beginning. My first strategy involves moving my squad back and forth until I get enough tactic points to use defensive position, because there's a possibility that the squad could get jumped in between the squares where the two Liliths are. There's not much challenge after getting past the two Liliths as long as you can survive the skill nukes. Remember to always take out the commander that will be having their skill up soon, unless you are able to one-shot the commander that already has their skill up. Healing when necessary and taking advantage of Karbambai skill to absorb attack damage is also one of the core strategies, other than using defensive position whenever possible. Be very wary of Diemberger's skill that has a chance of putting your commander into a near-death state. If this happens, you could always restart the game and hope that the skill's side effect doesn't trigger again. I made some mistakes in this run, but you should have a general idea on how to deal with the enemy commanders by now. All in all, the rest of the enemies won't be much of a threat, so long as you have a Paragon or two to absorb hits, a healer, and some commanders to pick them off one by one. There's also a bug involving the enemy's castle, as the touch function for it is not responsive. A tip from the forum, posted by the very helpful Superness, seems to be working for me at the moment. That's all for this video, and I hope you found it helpful. Shout out to my fellow White Dragons, White Drakes and Straw Dragons for helping me figure out the stage earlier. Also, we're looking to grow White Drakes, so if you're a player looking for a fun, competitive guild that has a potential to contend for top ranks, please look us up in the forums, or simply drop me a comment below. This is Fenrir, signing off.